Здравствуйте, друзья. Это Кукерин. Ну, я так полагаю, что все-таки мне придется так или иначе заплатить за корабль, за всех спутников, за всех персонажей. Так. Ну ладно, делать нечего. You wish to speak with me? Hello, I wish to book passage abroad your ship. Where would you like to go? I want to go to Caladonia. Passage will cost you 100 coin ahead. Passage for 6. If you can figure then your nose, and it will be 600 coins. I'm ready to go to Caladonia. Поехали. Точнее, поплыли. Ну и вот. Мы в Каладоне теперь, друзья. Наконец-то. Давайте посмотрим, как он выглядит. Чем-то похоже на Тарант. Напоминает мне немного. Но фонарные столбы, они, ну, то есть фонари другие немного. Ну, теперь мне нужно найти мистера Миска, ну, Виктора Миска, коллекционера книг, у которого, возможно, ну, судя по всему, остался единственный экземпляр книги «Ужас среди темных эльфов». Можно зайти сюда, например. King's Way. Путь короля. Тут кто-то бросил газету. Возьму. Нет, я не могу взять. Много ненужных вещей у меня тут. Знаешь, Вирджил, может быть я дам Вирджилу посох, который мне дал Джормунд в Кентаре. White Church Murder Strikes. White Church Murder Strikes. Ну, то есть какой-то убийца нападает, наступает. Интересно. Это гостиница. Мне туда не нужно. Toadstool. Это таверна. What do you want? Hello, may I ask you a question? What can I do for you, sir? Can you direct me to the home of Victor Misk? Oh, the Misk residence is at the 9 Grey Wolf Terrace. You are most generous. Is there anything else I can help you with? Okay. То есть дом Виктора Миска располагается по адресу там, так, может быть, там написано в дневнике. Давай. О, наконец-то. Но тут ничего не написано, к сожалению. Почему-то игра тормозит. Не знаю почему, абсолютно. Каладоне Fine Armors. Видимо, это кузнец там находится. Grey Wolf Terrace. Терраса Серого Волка. И дом номер 9. Вот что мне нужно. Mystic Menagerie. Так. Может, это терраса волка? Серого волка, точнее. Чорч Лэндон. Ну, видимо, это убийца какой-то. Террасу Серого Волка я нашел, где она начинается и где заканчивается. Ну, примерно. Вот он. Дом номер 9. Тот самый. Человек. Может быть, это и есть Виктор Миск. Greetings, sir. Might I be of service? Yes, might I ask who you are? Of course, sir. I am Wesley Carrington, the butler here at the Misk household. I see. Might I ask you a few questions, Wesley? Of course, sir. Where can I find you? Find Mr. Victor Misk? You haven't heard? Oh, I see. Perhaps you ought to speak with Mrs. Misk. She's in the parlor, sir. I'll do that. Thank you, Wesley. Ну ладно, давайте поговорим тогда с миссис Миск. A pleasure. What? A pleasure, madam. What is who you are? I am Lillian Misk, wife of the late Victor Misk. The late Mr. Misk. He is dead? Yes, he just recently passed. We put him in the ground not 4 days ago. I'm very sorry for your loss, madam. Have you a moment? Оказывается, что мистер Миск, Виктор Миск, он умер 4 дня назад, примерно, ну, совсем недавно. Certainly. Could I ask you about Horror Among the Dark Elves? What would you like to know about the book? Do you still have a copy of it? No. Up until the last 2 weeks, Victor carried it on his person all the time. Then one day he came home and told us he had hidden it somewhere that only he and his old dad would know. We all thought it very strange, but by then there wasn't much about Victor that wasn't. A few more questions about the book. What would you like to know about the book? How did it get out that Victor still owned a copy? I don't know. We had kept it a secret for so very long. Only Victor and I know, as well as some of our servants. But none of them would ever have said anything. They are like a family to us, and we are always treated them so well. Perhaps Mr. Wells paid one of them a hefty sum for the information. Yes, I know. And we did ask all of them, but all of them denied any complicity in the matter. I trust them all, and besides, I have no proof to the contrary. I suppose I'd be grateful if someone were to look into the matter. Perhaps I'll think on the matter. And help would be appreciated. The servants are around the house. Feel free to speak with them. Perhaps I'll do that. A few more questions about Victor. What happened to him? He drowned. They found him down by the docks, washed up onto the shore. We hadn't seen him for days, but he had been that way for the past few months. What do you mean, that way? Victor became unbalanced. In the last few months of his life, he began having delusions, frequent anxiety attacks. Ever since they released that cursed book. You mean The Curse of St. Anne by Kendrick Wales? Yes. Once the book was released here in Caledonia, he became convinced he was going to be the next victim of that so-called curse. I tried to comfort him, to tell him it was all an author's conjecture, but he just wouldn't listen. He would say that I got my author dead, and now they are coming for me. We buried him a month later. То есть, оказывается, что, его отец, то есть, отец Виктора Миска тоже погиб при загадочных обстоятельствах. И сам Виктор, он догадывался, что, это как раз было из-за этой книги это произошло. И он думал, что такое случится и с ним тоже. Ну и получилось так, к сожалению, что Виктор Миск умер. Where was the funeral? At the Kaladonia Cemetery. It's northwest of here, near the Panera Temple. Was there anyone strange at the funeral? No, not that I remember. There were a few of our friends, the servants and some family. То есть я узнал, где похоронен Виктор Миск, на кладбище Каладоне. What sort of delusions was he having? He would say that people were following him, that hooded and robed figures would appear all around him, staring at him, watching him. He said that would approach him, demanding the book and threatening horrible things it would if he wouldn't give it to them. Almost exactly what had been described as happening to previous owners of the book. And you never saw any of this? No, I believe all of those stories drove my poor Victor mad. Of course, there were an ungodly number of collectors who came calling when they found out he still had a copy of the book. But all of them were polite and professional, not an evil man among them. Ну, ладно. Что там изменилось в дневнике? Lillian Misk wants an investigation into who disclosed the information concerning the ownership of Horror Among the Dark Elves by her late husband. Ну, видимо... Давайте, наверное, сходим на кладбище, хотя... Нужно расследовать одно дело.
Excuse me, I'll just be a moment.
Вирджил куда-то пошел, ну... Видимо, тут были похоронены кто-то из его близких или, ну...
Please, just give me a moment.
Ну ладно. A freshly filled grave. О. Да, ну лучше так не буду туда заглядывать, потому что все видят, стражники смотрят.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had something to do here. I'm ready to go when you are.
Virgil, what are you doing here? Whose grave is this?
Nothing. This is someone I used to know. Many years ago. I just thought I should stop by and pay my respects.
Lawrence Drummond, was he a friend of yours?
Lawrence was my friend. We grew up together. In Toronto, actually. Our families moved to Caladone when we were older. He died in an accident. Terrible accident.
То есть это был его друг Вирджила. What happened?
I don't want to talk about it. Please, let's just be on our way.
Fine, let's go.
I'm sorry, well, forget it.
Why don't you just tell me, Virgil?
Perhaps another time.
The headstone says Lawrence Drummond. Тут еще гном стоит. Hey, what? Greetings, dwarf. May I ask who you are? I am Bingham Schulefest, the gravekeeper for this cemetery. How can I help you? Bingham Schulefest? That doesn't sound like a dwarven name. It's not. You see, I grew up in Caladon, and although I do have a true dwarven name, my family doesn't care at all for an ancient dwarven history. We are city dwarves, and proud of it. It's a new world, and most dwarves around here like it that way. Of course, there is my neighbor's boy. What was his name? Malcolm Schulfest. I think it was always making up things about his ancient clan and whatnot. Hey, hold on a minute. There he is. Who is it, Bingham? There he is. We haven't seen you for 50 years. Where have you been off to? Your father was getting worried. You are only 150 years old, you know. You are talking about him? То есть он имеет в виду Магнуса? Yes, that's him, alright. So good to see you, Malcolm. Where were you? Off another one of those crazy quests to find out lost clan. Little Malcolm. What an imagination. Он перепутал его с каким-то... назвал его Малком. Но это на самом деле Магнус. Это другой гном. Could you wait a moment, Bingham? Magnus?
Let's humor this old fool for a while. He might be able to help us, and if playing along with his delusions helps our cause, I'm willing to do so.
Of course. But you don't know this dwarf?
This city dwarf? Of course not. I'm a dwarf of the old tradition. I care little for these dwarves who forget their history and their heritage.
Right, but he does seem to know who you are.
What? You must be joking. Look at him. He's grown soft. And his beard. I'd go so far as to say he probably trims it.
You are probably right, Malcolm.
Don't take the farce too far.
Just staying in character. Bingham, might I ask you a few questions? Please do. I have spoken with the wife of Viktor Misk. Yes, and such a sad story that one is. We buried him not 4 days ago. Yes, truly. Did you know Victor at all? I know old Victor. Crazier than a 3-legged chicken in the last few months. He'd come around here all the time. Chicken on his graves, side and all. Most people will buy the plot for their graves in advance, but I'd never met anyone who wanted to visit it all the time. Why do you think he wanted to do that? Who knows? Sometimes he'd just sit there for hours and talk to himself, and he was always real nervous, looking around at every little noise. Poor man should have been institutionalized. Can you show me where he is buried? Surely. It's the last grave on the 3rd row up from here. I'll take a look. Thanks, Bingham. My pleasure. I'll be here if you have any other questions. Ну, это, видимо, и есть его могила. Виктора Миска. То есть, ну, ничего такого особо в книге задач не появилось. То есть там появились заметки о том, что это Бингхам, ну, как этого гнома зовут, то есть Бингхам, он перепутал Магнуса с другим гномом. Магнус все отрицает. Ну и так далее. Ну ладно, друзья. Я думаю, что в следующий раз, когда я вернусь, я посмотрю этот город, что он из себя представляет конкретно, и найду какие-нибудь еще задания. Ну, в общем-то, до следующей встречи, друзья. И до свидания.